Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're going into the first ruins. This is not a challenging place. It's not much more challenging than what we had before. And some guy is screaming for help. There's two ways we can go. We can go this way, which is the way we need to go to advance the plot, or we can go this way and check out other stuff. See what's in here. These ruins are where we can find enemies, where we can grind, we can shoot them for money. We want to fill in the map. You can see this blue thing on the map that indicates a wall that you can break or drill through. We need the drill special weapon, which we don't have yet, but I like to have a complete map. So when I go and look at the full map like that, I can see where I've been and where I haven't been. And this guy is going to be probably the most challenging enemy we've seen thus far. One thing that's kind of a pain about this game, going back and playing this versus Legends 2, is Legends 2, you can press the R2 button, your lock-on button, and you can run around at the same time. You can't do that in Legends 1, so you have to use the L1 and R1 buttons to kind of turn and run around and aim and fire. So it's a little bit more challenging to do those things. To go out, you just press the circle button at the ladder. And these Reaper bots are sometimes a bit silly. Oh, I can't reach that. Well, that's not good. Sometimes if you jump up, we don't have the high jump yet. Spoilers, we're going to be able to increase our jumping height. And you can just let him yell and scream. It won't change anything for better or worse. I want the Zenny. You're not going to let me get the Zenny. Alright, there was stuff I missed too. So let's go back and get the stuff I missed. See these holes in the walls? This is what I was looking for at the intro stage. There's a hole in the wall. Yikes, perfect timing. Is there anything inside? You found a refractor shard. You get lots of money. Hooray. Okay, I'm coming. Once you once you clear out one hole in the wall, it's never going to refill. So there's no need for you to check it again. Although I might accidentally end up checking certain things twice if I forgotten that I actually gotten that stuff before. And there's the guy, he's up there screaming, panicking, all that. So he really is a coward. He can't handle the simplest enemies. But we saved him. He's the junk shop owner. Thank you, Mr. Blue Boy. Come by my junk shop. I'll give you something as a token of my appreciation. Well, I've had enough of this place. I'm going home. Don't worry about me. If nothing else, I'm a fast runner. I'll make it out okay. See you later. And he runs off in a kind of a funny manner. Let's check out behind this door. Now, if you read the instruction book, which I did for like the first time before recording this, for plot purposes, we have the closest thing we're going to get to Metars. Careful, they're explosive. Those explosions can damage you, so do be mindful of that. But, well, hey there. And it says that Mega Man was found by Professor Barrow, which is the guy, Gramps, who's Roll's grandfather, and he found them, or he found Mega Man and Data basically at the same time while out on a dig. And Mega Man was a baby. They said Mega Man was a baby. So that implies Mega Man is human to some degree. But you can tell by, you know, having an arm cannon, these are not qualities of humans. So Mega Man is some sort of human-machine hybrid I believe this game refers to them in Legends 2 as, like, carbons. So I'll refer to them as carbons. And, yeah, I don't know how that ever really came about. We kind of saw that with Dr. Weil being a, man mixed with some sort of machinery. He said he was human, but, he clearly had some non-human characteristics about him. Oh, rapid fire. It's a Mega Buster part. Yes, we know that. Don't worry, these explanations will start to go away after a while. So we're not going to end up getting this every time we open up a part for our Buster. Oh, hi there. Yes, this is an enemy. It doesn't deal damage to us, but it does exist. Hooray. So yeah, not quite sure how all of that came about, but given that this game came out around like 1998, it's interesting to see the connections between this game or this series and like the Zero and the ZX series. There are quite a lot of connections. Now, the timeline for this is actually set thousands of years into the future. It's not quite sure where, but I'm just going to say thousands of years into the future. Clearly, a lot has changed from the Zero and the ZX series, which I haven't shown you the ZX series, but we will be having some spoilers from the ZX series in here, so heads up for that. That'll come more towards the end of the game. I just want to map this off showing that we have a wall here, so I don't think there's something there or a path I didn't take yet. The next time that we come into this ruins. And so, God, I've lost my train of thought. Let's go talk to Data. Well, let's not talk to Data just yet. We don't need to save. Here's roll. Hey, look at this, Mega Man. It looks like a spotter's car. I wonder if it would run if we fixed it up. Well, we're going to head back to the junk shop and get our reward from the junk shop owner. So yeah, while Capcom has never like officially bridged the gap between all of these series, especially what happened between Zero ZX and the Legends series and the events that occurred to get the world to the place that it was described in the opening, but we can kind of fill in some plot holes, kind of fill in some things. At least that's what I'm going to do. Because this is my channel and my playthrough, and so what I say goes, unless the game does something different than what I say, which, shame on that. But, so yeah, I'll get into more of that a bit later. So, but yeah, when I first played this game, I assumed, looking around at the cities and the technology that we have, it looks like we have, oh, we got a beat up car. They're going to give it to us. They're going to give it to us. Give it to us. Anyway, you can have it if you want. Yay! We also got machine parts kit. I forget what that does. Yep, I'm looking for parts to the ship, so they recommend that we go to, oh, we have weapon upgrades. Awesome. I would love to buy some of that. So this is funny. You can either say your name is Mega Man or Hippopotamus. If you select Hippopotamus, they'll just kind of laugh at you and make a joke about it. They'll be like, "Okay, see you later, Mr. Hippopotamus." Ha ha ha. So if we exit and we come back in, we can go shopping. I want to go shopping. We need a Class B digger's license. I know I'm kind of breezing through this text. There's a lot of text you might see me breeze through. That's what I did as a kid, and then I ended up getting lost a lot in this game, not knowing where to go next, because, well, I didn't really listen to people. And clearly not much has changed. So, machine parts, well, those aren't there. Let's take a look at our normal items. So we have weapons part from junk store owner, mine parts. and this broken cleaner. So, not sure what to do with any of that stuff yet. Well, actually, I know what to do, but you guys might not if you've never played this game before. So, I'll keep at least some things secret. No, I've read this before. Oh, there's another guy in here. Now, I guess we have to come back a little bit later to get that. Are you a digger? I'm here doing research on the ruins of this island. There sure are a lot of them, aren't there? Okay. Let's head back. Oh, before we head back out, we can kick the can again. Because this gets us money. And it's fairly important. I don't know if I'm going to get it in on this shot. No. No, I am most certainly not. That one did. Yay. 1,000 zenny is quite a bit of money, especially this early in the game. And there's tons of things to spend your money on as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but I'm going to try and keep all of these videos to the 15 to 20 minute time range. Yes. And they're giving us this car. Well, I mean, not anything to fix our ship. It might take the whole game. Alright, so we got our first special weapon. Okay, so about item development. Oh, the support car has to get fixed up. Okay. Roll is kind of the mechanical genius. She'll be making us special weapons from parts that we find in the ruins, like the broken cleaner, which we didn't actually find in the ruins, but she'll take all that junk stuff and combine it together and fix it up. Meanwhile, that's all we really need to do here. I don't need to learn about anything else. Ooh, cutscene. Yes, pirates. Our main...
I'm worried about Gramps. I hope he'll be okay. I'll go look for him. You wait here. Okay, Mega Man. Be careful.
Our main enemy in this game is going to be pirates. And you can see our weapon, special weapon energy gauge on the right. So, I'll recharge energy, even though I think I'm already full. So yeah, when we have things like pirates, you know, you've seen the city, it doesn't look super high-tech. So I assumed The Legend series as a kid, I assumed that this game came before all of the classic series and X series and all that. Turns out that's not quite true. We had some sort of big catastrophe, some sort of big events that made the world the way it is, kind of took technology far back, and we have all of these underground ruins where we get stuff and find a lot more technologically advanced stuff in the ruins than what we have, in these cities and such. So, really interesting plot setup. I'll talk more about that later. Come on, Can, get in there. I knew that one wasn't going to work. Oh, forget it. If it gets too bouncy all over the place, I'll usually just say forget it. And these teenagers, I guess, are having a secret meeting. So this is one of the places where we use the circle button to walk slowly and listen in, just like that. Ooh, whisper, whisper. That girl looks suspicious, I tell you. Whisper, whisper. She has to be a pirate. She said she was looking for treasure. And we also have these pirates. The pirates are going to be our main enemies. And this scene is kind of weird. Like, we came up to him, he told us to go away, they're having a secret meeting, and we've been standing there the whole time in his line of view, and they're like, oh hey, there's someone watching us after, they've been talking for a while, like, really. So, a little bit of a goofy scene. Let's see if we can buy stuff now. We can buy stuff now. Hooray. We can buy a life gauge. We can add more points to our life gauge. Energy Canteen. It restores our life gauge. Kind of like a sub-tank. Think of it that way. Shield Repair. That's just like a one-time use item. I never use those. Let's increase our life total, because that's a good thing. Energy Canteen would be good, and we can get extra packs for it as well. Let's get another point to our life gauge. And let's look at our other items that we can buy. These, you can only buy one of each of these. So we have the Power Razor with a little, I think that's the alpha symbol. So it's an upgraded Power Razor, upgraded range. Those are the two main parts that we want. I'm going to buy everything for the sake of buying everything, because I always like to buy all of the Buster parts. We'll buy an extra pack, because those are still cheap enough at this point. That's enough for now. Kick the door, because I pressed the wrong button. And let's equip. We want this Power Razor. And instead of rapid fire, we have four main things that affect our Buster: attack, energy, range, and rapid. Rapid is how fast it fires, attack is how much damage it does, range is how far the Buster shots will fire. So, in my opinion, attack and range are two of the most important ones. Energy, what energy does is it increases how many shots we can fire at a time. You may have noticed that we can fire 3 shots and Mega Man will take a little bit of a pause. Well, if we increased our energy, we could fire 4 or 5 or 6 shots at a time, or something silly like 12, and before having to pause. So that's what energy does. And I'm going to cut this part off here. Next time we'll explore the next section of the city.